Messy on Purpose, and I have my friend Sol here with me today, who also does my hair now.
Beautiful hair.
So, if you're looking, I'm gonna let her do like a little introduction on herself, and then we're just gonna dive into some random talk.
Oh, thanks. So, my name is Sol Pachalski. I am from California, and I'm recently splitting my time between California and Las Vegas. I am a hairstylist. I've been doing hair for 15 years. I have triplet girls. They're 20 years old and
Gorgeous.
amazing
Absolutely
girls that
gorgeous.
I'm obsessed with. I have a husband. He's 6'3". He's got twin boys as well, so we have triplets and twins. And yeah, I'm here in Vegas, still trying to build my business over here too, with a little pause. But yeah, that's basically it.
Life gets messy, and we have to take a pause
Mhm.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yes.
Do you want to start with? Let's start with your business, maybe, since you've been doing it for 15 years.
Mhm.
Like, what made you want to go into hair, for one, and like why you pursued that over any other option, or was there other things that you tried to pursue
Well,
first?
I did. When I was in my early 20s, I got married really young. I was 21 years old when I met my ex-husband, my kid's dad. And then we got married and I was only 23 years old. Looking back, obviously that's so young. And these days, you see a 23-year-old like, what are you doing? You're not even old enough. But anyway, so at that point I was working in the medical field, doing billing, all that stuff. But there's just something about paperwork that is just not my jam at all. I would always fall asleep. I just felt super tired, was not happy. It was a dread. And I always liked makeup and hair, and I always thought it was something cool to do, but I just thought it was going to take too much time. It's crazy. But I did start as a makeup artist. I started doing weddings, and it was really just because I liked it. My mom was a makeup artist when she was younger. So during high school, I did theater makeup, and one of my friends, she's like, you really should consider doing this. I was like, as a business. And I never even thought of it until somebody throws it at you, and it's like, well, maybe she's right. So I started doing just freelancing, at Sephora and day spas, and then from there it was like one bridesmaid. I did her and the weddings, and then from that I did all the bridesmaids when they got married, and then it just continued, and it was something fun. It was easy money, and when my ex-husband and I got married, we waited a couple years, and then it was completely not planned. I ended up getting pregnant with triplet girls, and crazy because I only wanted one kid. At that point, he had a daughter, and we're like, okay, one more, two, and we're done.
You were meant to have a lot more because
apparently
God's like, just kidding.
Yeah, it's like, you want one? No. Here you go, two more. So when that happened, obviously, I went from working to not being able to work. I stayed home with the girls. So I did weddings here and there just for fun. And when they were 3, their dad and I, we split. So I had to be more into what am I going to do for my girls. They were so young, and there was a very heavy, custody battle between him and I. So that became just so stressful and expensive and just draining, really. So when they turned 4, I went to beauty school, and that was another thing. One of my friends threw it out there, why don't you do hair? Like, oh my God, I've always wanted to do that. You're right, why don't I? So going into beauty school, I was like one of the older people there. I was like in my early 30s. I was 30, 31 when I went to beauty school. And so there was a lot of girls that were like fresh out of high school, and I was 17, 18-year-old little babies, so that they had a bit different vision. So it was really hard for me to be there because I was on a time frame. I was like, I need to get this going. I'm already late. So when I graduated, I landed running. I already had a salon that I had to work, that I was able to work at. And my goal from when I started, my salon owner, she's like, well, what do you see yourself doing? What do you see for your future? And for me, it wasn't even like the money. It was like, I want to be famous for hair. Like, I want a haircut to be named after me. I just wanted something that I can leave in the industry that had to do with me. And she's like, well, I can see that, and that first year when I was assisting, I thought when I graduated, I graduated with honors and I was like top of my class. I thought I was a badass, but then once you get to the real world, you learn, it humbles you, because I really didn't know anything about hair. I felt like I was bamboozled into thinking that I was gonna graduate and I was gonna make all this money, and it doesn't work that way. When you get into this industry, you really have to work and do a lot of things for free, and learn by your mistakes. There are some colors that I can go back and just say, I'm so sorry, ladies. Please forgive me. Come back to me. I'll fix it now. But one thing that she told me is, like, if you want to be an amazing colorist, you're going to make a lot of mistakes because you'll never do that again. And she was right. I went to this hair show. I was an assistant, and at the time I couldn't afford the tickets because I was so broke, and the tickets were like $600 to go to this hair show, so how can I make myself get there? Well, I can be a hair model and just be in the background, so I was able to do that. And this was, like, mind you, the first year of me being in the hair industry. So I was in the backstage, with all these hairstylists that were such, like, all these badasses, and I was just in awe. I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching this from the back. And there was this category of Stylist of the Year. So you get to submit a collection of whatever, avant-garde or, classic or styling, whatever it is. And you get to win Stylist of the Year. And I remember my first year, and I said, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And every year, you were able to submit every year. But I was like, every year, I was like, nope, sit your ass down. You're not ready. Nope, you're ready. You're not ready. 8 years later, I was still not ready, but I did it anyways. And that was like the turn of my career. I feel like I ended up winning for Stylist of the Year. And that year it was just like the boost of confidence in my skill set and my career and myself was something that I can never, like, nobody can ever take that from me. That was like the mark of my career. I can really say that. And
did diving into that, so since it took you 8 years to do it, like, did diving into it, even though you didn't feel like you were ready, and winning, make you want to take more, like, risks like that?
Yes, it did. And that year was a little bit just more, I think I was more risky, even with my own clients, just like the stuff that I was willing to do to their hair, because for a long time I was just so timid, like, I think I got this, but I'm not sure, and clients can read that and they can feel that, So after that, it was more like, okay, I got you. So I am just super grateful of that opportunity. And since then, obviously, I've done a lot more training, and my clients have been part of my journey. I wouldn't be here without my clients having faith in me and believing in me, and I'm just so grateful. This industry has given me so much, and especially as a single mom, I was in survival mode for so many years. How am I going to do this? Because I can't really rely on anybody right now, just me. And I have 3 babies that are watching me. So it took me like 4 years to really get to the point that I was able to provide for them. I was able to buy my first house. I was able to travel. It has given me a lot of freedom. So for that, I'm super grateful.
So with, like, being a mom during that, did you have, like, a lot of help from their dad, or was this, like, mostly just, like, on you the whole time?
I had them most of the time. They did go with him, like, 3 weekends out of the month. He had them on the weekends.
Like, yeah. The fun time.
Yeah, he had the fun times. I mean, he wasn't the best husband, but, I mean, he was there. He was present with the girls, so
that's good.
I'm grateful for that.
What was, like, the hardest part of, like, 3 triplets?
3 little baby girls. It was scary, honestly, and I guess the scariest part was, like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this correctly?
I think that's any mom's thought, right? Especially with your first kid, which you just happen to have 3 at the same time.
3 at the same time. Yeah, that was scary. You as a parent, you always question yourself, am I doing this right? Am I going to mess these kids up? Am I protecting them? Am I giving them enough? So that's always been, until it's still in my head. Did I give them enough? Am I still providing enough? Even though they're 20 years old, they don't really need me like that. I still want to give them more. So
It's that unconditional love.
yeah, for sure.
What was what would you say is kind of like the hardest part with having like the 3 babies on your own versus having like just a single mom with 1 baby? You know what I mean? Like that's got to be like, there had to be like some tips and tricks that you had to like come across to like manage.
Yeah, like my time management had to be on point. That's for sure. So I mean, in the positive way, I had a very strict schedule, and that helped, just to help me like multitask. So I have no idea what it would be just to have 1 kid. So I think just throwing myself out there and being like, boom, 3, I just rolled with it, honestly.
Just figured it out as you go.
I figured it out because nobody teaches you really. I mean, I can read all the books, but they're not here at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know when 3 babies are crying. So you can just kind of figure it out.
You just figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, like you have so many people that struggle just to like go to like a 9 to 5 and have like 1 baby.
Yeah.
And yet you had 3 and built a business because you didn't just clock in and out.
No.
You had to build a business. And a salon owner, or not even a salon owner, sorry, just a stylist. Like when you start out, like you said, most of them are like, what, 18 years old?
Yeah.
I think my niece is like 18, 19 and she's doing it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she probably has like 3 clients.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think she has a whole lot yet, you know? And like
takes a while.
Gotta take a long time to build that. And then most of them aren't like quite in that right mindset yet to do it either. Totally. So like hopefully like it was a little easier for you because you were focused.
Yeah, that, and I mean, I was in a time frame. You know, like I needed to provide for my girls, and being a hairstylist, you know, the beauty of it is that you make your own hours. You are your own boss, which is amazing. I can never imagine not having that. You know, so I was building at a salon, but I was always able to do hair at home if I needed to because my girls were there and I needed to take care of them. So I was always able to hustle. So I would work as many hours as I could at a salon, and then I would do my friends or like certain people at home. So I was always working. So, but I was able to survive. So
that's crazy. So you did people at the salon, and then you did like basically cash at home, like kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely. I did that.
What when like COVID happened and stuff, did you do a lot of that too?
Oh yeah, I worked from home. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, not sorry at all. I knew a girl that didn't and complained about it. I'm like, just do it at home.
Exactly. Honestly, COVID was just such a weird time for everyone. It's like so many things were exposed, you know, like politically. And I was never into politics. Now I have a.
You have to pay attention now.
Now I'm just. I'm a little obsessed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little obsessed with politics right now, and I've lost a lot of friends because of that. I've lost a lot of family members that blocked me, which is fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's fine. And for me, I'm so respectful of whatever side you're on. You can have your opinion just like I can have mine, and I can stay off your page, off your comments, or say something negative. Yeah. I could, I'm not gonna lie, I have been a little petty, especially during an election. I'm sorry, not sorry, but I mean, it happened. It is what it is. But I've been taking a step back. I have other things to worry about. Even though I'm still paying attention over here, it's not my focus right now.
I try to like pay attention, but like I got obsessed too. Like I was to the point where like I was actually like my emotions couldn't handle it.
Exactly.
I just straight mad.
Yeah.
And like I got to the point where I was like, I need to like, this is affecting me in a way that I can't control. So like I stepped back and I was like, what's in my control? I can pay attention to what's going on. I can vote. I can do things when they approach, or like things like not wearing a mask because I'm going against that because it makes no sense, right?
Absolutely.
I just won't use you. Like I won't eat here, whatever. Like that's fine if you're going to force me to do something I don't want to do. So that's something I can do. But what I can't do is let it take over my life. Yeah. And so that was where like I was like, okay, I'm going to just step back and do what I can without it destroying everything else.
Exactly. Because I think everybody had such a strong opinion, and it's like, I'm going to educate you. No, I'm going to educate you. And it's like, do you understand? This is like, I feel it was part of the plan for everybody to get against each other.
Well, it's a divide.
Yeah.
You divide.
Completely. It becomes weaker, a weaker nation. So, anyways, not to get into politics, because I will go down the rabbit hole.
We might change this podcast up.
I know. Oh, don't want to get in there.
Maybe next election.
Yeah. Maybe the next one. That's going to be interesting.
I'm a little scared.
I know, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So we went down that rabbit hole. I told you ADHD stuff.
This is fun. What's next?
I think I covered like 5 topics in 10 minutes.
That's okay. Let's do it.
It was a weird time though, like with COVID and like businesses, right? Like something like that you could do at home, but like if you owned, you know,
a restaurant.
Yeah, a restaurant, you couldn't do that.
No.
They were doing. I was in Colorado at the time, and I don't know if they did this in California. Were you in California or were you here?
I was in
California. So I don't know if they did this in California. They did a lot of the same stuff in those 2 states, but they did like takeout only at restaurants.
Yeah, they were doing takeout even for margaritas, even for drinks.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was. That was a really sad time because honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do is just trying out new restaurants.
Oh, me too.
Going out to eat. That is my jam. That's where I'm at in life right now. So
there's still restaurants I won't go to because they wouldn't let me go in with no mask. I won't.
You lost me forever.
Forever. One made me so mad I did leave a review. And I don't normally do that, but they were very, very rude for no reason.
Wow.
So.
No, yeah, they took that away, and that was a scary time, let me tell you. That and the gyms.
That
Taking
sucked.
the gyms, I cannot even.
How did you navigate during that? Because I built a gym in our garage.
Oh, lucky. So at the time, like my house in California, we lived right across the street from a high school, and they had like a gate open, so we would run up the stairs. They had like this little, like, I don't know if it was like, you know, their little military class that they have.
What is it called?
ROTC, something like that.
Something like that.
So they had bars there. They had like stuff to work out. So we used that, and then we would run. We would run up and down the stairs. We would do like lunges, and then I started working with a trainer. She had a gym out of her garage. She was a client of mine.
That's what I did. So I was training at a gym, and then they all closed.
Yeah.
And, like, to be honest, I didn't really want to go back to the gym anyway, and then it closed down because of all of that. So I actually ended up, like, those same clients, they weren't scared of COVID either. Yeah. So I let them come to my house, and, like, I started with literally, like, just, like, a couple dumbbells, and, like, slowly built up from there. I got really lucky. One guy, so during that time, I don't know if you looked at how much, like,
everything went up.
Yeah, it was insane
and
what they were selling it for. Yeah, and then on Facebook Marketplace, people are wanting like $5 a pound for stuff. Like, it was insane. But I had a guy that had a squat rack and, like, I think a barbell and, like, some weights and stuff and, like, just a bunch of little, like, random stuff. He gave it all to me for $800, and sold. He even waited for me to get off work.
Aww.
Like, it was so nice. He was super nice. I couldn't believe it. I literally found it in the morning, and I was like, you are amazing.
You're amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you.
He had people hitting him up trying to pay like $1,200 for everything. Like, literally people like were trying to upcharge it just to like get it.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was crazy during that time.
Oh yeah, not fun times at all. Yeah, I was going to LA Fitness at the time, and they wanted us to wear masks. Like, there's no way I'm wearing a mask while I'm doing a Stairmaster or running. So I canceled my membership, and there was another gym, it's Powerhouse, that didn't care. So I'm like, you have my business forever.
Oh, forever.
That's where I'm at.
That's all it takes. Yeah, there's one bodybuilding gym called Armburst. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's in Denver, and that was where we were going. And they like shut it down when they shut down like all the businesses, and then they brought it back, and then they did the whole mask thing, and I'm like, I'm not doing the mask thing. So we literally worked out in the garage up until like this year. No, last year. I don't know. It's been like 2 now. Yeah. We just finally got a gym membership back, just because we had everything. Yeah. But it got to the point where we're like, we need more than this.
Yeah, we need to go somewhere. Just change it up a bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
So it took a while to get back into like the gym routine. I'm glad I like going to the gym versus doing it in my house or my garage, just because it's more motivating to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't feel like you can get in the same
rhythm.
Yeah.
Plus, it's an appointment that you have with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Going to the gym. I mean, you go early. It's a different mindset. You know, getting to the gym at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. It's a commitment, and it's not easy. But I think it's.
She's licking.
Is she?
Yeah. Stop it.
And you know, it's just a commitment that you have to yourself, and I can't imagine not having that. You know, especially like at my age, 46 years old. Yes,
you wouldn't believe it.
I am 46, and. Yeah, Sean, my husband, keeps on saying, you're 45-year-old. And, like, I'm not even going to correct you. It's fine. You can say that. It's fine. 45 is good. No, but I feel like now, like, I am so much more comfortable in my own skin in my 40s than I ever was in my 30s or even my 20s. I don't even like going back into my 20s.
Oh, I did not like me in my 20s.
No. Not physically, emotionally, and mentally. I like to erase that. And if anybody knew me in my 20s, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to apologize, but I probably should.
I should, but I'm not going to.
I'm not going to. It was what it was.
It is what it is. You know, you live and learn. It's better now. Let's just
It's crazy, too. So, what's your thoughts on the people that lived in their, like, glory days as, like, teenagers or in their 20s, like, in their past? Like, I've never understood that because I've always gotten better every year. I've never looked back and, like, wished it was 2019 or 2008. Like,
I feel like that's a sad mindset because you're stuck in the past and it's almost like didn't you grow? Like, didn't you grow? You get better with age.
Yeah.
So why would you, I don't know,
why'd you quit?
Yeah.
Like, even if you're off. Right, you're off your path. You're the worst you've ever been. Yeah. Why do you have to stay that way?
I don't understand that either.
It drives me nuts. I hate the people that are like, "Oh, I used to do that."
What happened?
Yeah. Or why can't you now?
Yeah. I can't empathize with that at all.
And I feel like as you grow too, it's harder and harder to be nice when people make comments.
Yeah, when they make comments or they make excuses. Like, there's no reason.
No, excuses kill me.
Yeah,
because I'm just like you're making a choice. It's not an excuse. Yeah. It's not a choice.
100%. Everybody has an hour to spare. If you have an hour to watch TV, you have an hour just to work on yourself. Not even like set aside physically what you look like, but for the long term, like your health, your mindset, the way that you respect yourself, the way that you look at yourself. Because, and it's true. I've seen a lot of podcasts and read a lot of what successful people do, and one of them is they're physically fit.
It goes hand in hand. It really is. It's the foundation of everything else. Yeah. But you don't have to be like super ripped to be healthy. Yeah, you can just go for walks. If that's what works, just go for a walk, but stay active and move your body around. Yeah. Yes, resistance training is the best thing you can possibly do because building muscle will help as you age.
Totally.
But if you don't want to do it, you're not going to make time for it. At least do something.
Yeah. Anything.
Read a book, eat generally healthy. I mean, I know we both cheat on our diet sometimes, right? Like, you want something sweet, but like, if you're generally healthy, you're going to feel good.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I've had a gym membership since I was 15 years old. 15, so 31 years working out. And obviously, I'm not like perfect, nor do I aim to be perfect. I just want to be healthy, and I want to be able to be healthy for my future grandkids. Keep up with them. I want to look good naked. I want to look good. Just like little things, and I want to keep my mental health as sharp as possible, even when I enter my 60s, my 70s, and that's my priority.
I don't even think it's work necessarily. Like, to me, it's just part of the routine.
Yeah.
I don't always wake up and want to go.
No. Half the time I'm tired, but once you get there, you'll never regret a workout that you had. You'll regret the ones that you didn't have.
100%. I kick myself every time. I'm just like, why didn't I go?
Yeah.
And I even still, like, on like a dress day, I'll walk the dog twice a day. Yeah. And I'll get on I have a walking pad because I'm a crazy person and I need to like move a lot.
ADHD.
I have issues.
Messy.
I own the issues. But anyway, I have a walking pad. I also have a bike that I put a little desk on, so I have issues.
Wow.
But
committed.
But like I do all of those things, and like it's still not going to the gym will like be like, why didn't you just do it? Why didn't you just do it? And it's probably me mentally just like not like you can have rest days. Yeah. It's okay. I just don't like them.
Yeah. I usually go about 6 days, sometimes 7. I'm okay with that. A lot of people say you need a rest day in between just so you can grow. Your muscles can grow.
That's not always true though, because it honestly depends on how frequently you're working that muscle, right? As long as you have enough time between that muscle that you worked and recovery, you can go as many days as you want. That's why people can do a 7-day week and work out a different body part each day,
or just have a cardio day in between.
Or that too. Like you can still go to the gym and just do cardio. I've went and just done sleds.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that necessarily counts as cardio, but
you're moving. You're moving.
But yeah, like it's just like sometimes it's just what you do. I don't know. I couldn't live without it, and
me neither.
I've always been a very active person. That's probably again with the energy that I have, because I'm crazy, and but like it's just like I just like to move, and I just don't know how people become couch potatoes.
Yeah.
Even when I'm on the couch, I have my laptop, I have my phone, and I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just focus on TV.
Yeah. It just goes back to choices.
Yeah. And we all have, like, plenty of time in the day, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you proved it. You had 3 babies and still built a business. Because I don't care if 3 or not, they were babies.
They were babies.
And that is crazy to be able to do that. And most people claim they don't have time.
I think, anything that you really put your mind to, it's going to be hard. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not meant 100%. To be easy, but it's you choose how you want your life to look like, and you just make the sacrifices and just do it. Really,
it's fun.
Yeah,
I love my busy schedule. I squeezed this in today. I just had to move some stuff around, like, and it's great. I love it. Like, I do this, I do all the editing, I do all of that, like scheduling out the posts, and that's like a job in itself that I don't get paid for.
Yeah.
So just think of how much I'll put into something that I get paid for.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
So it's like it's all about what you want out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I just try to balance as much as I can. Again, I'm crazy, but that's okay. I know that I'm not average, and I don't want to be, and like that is a good thing. And I feel like you're the same way. Like you're not average, so like that's a good thing. It moves in the right direction.
For sure.
What's your goal? So I know, like when you started the hair stuff. So sorry, circling back.
Yeah.
Brain.
Yeah.
So when you started getting into hair school, and you had the goal to become famous in some way, shape, or form. What does that look like now to you? Like, what is the goals now?
Well, I feel now the hair industry has changed so much in the past, 3 years. Now it's a lot of, storytelling, really. It's a lot of not only being, having a lot of talent, you also need to be an editor. You need to be a content creator. You need to be relevant. You need to stay with the trends. And, for a 20, 30-year-old, that's amazing. For me in my mid 40s, I need to stay relevant, all this stuff, but I also have another life that I need to focus on as well. So it's been a little challenging, I'm not gonna lie, trying to keep up with the content creation. It's a lot. It's like another job. For sure, and if you don't have these many followers, are you good enough? And that's one thing. It doesn't matter how many hundreds of thousands followers you have versus somebody that maybe doesn't have as many followers. I would encourage anybody that's starting that don't base your talent or your success on that amount of people, because it's, a lot of social media is not necessarily real.
It's not what it says it is. No. Most people buy followers. Like, things are not what they think they are.
Exactly. So my following has been very, it's natural. These are my actual people. I've never thought of buying any following or anything like that. For me, it's like I'm not a stylist for everyone, and I'm okay with that. Just like I don't want just any client in my chair.
Yeah.
In my years now, I've been very comfortable with saying no to a lot of things that they're not in my realm. Like I'm not comfortable doing this, I'm not comfortable doing that, and I'm okay with that. Versus when I started, I was saying yes to everything.
Well, I think when you start something too, to find your niche, you have to try different things.
Everything, yeah, for sure. So in my younger years, of course, I said no to nothing, and because I was on a mission. But now, stepping back, knowing what I like to do, knowing what I allow to in my chair, because it's not just about hair. As a stylist for myself, it's the energy that's around me. If a client doesn't feel right to me, I am okay letting them go. It's not about the money at this point. It's about the energy that I have. And when my client sits in my chair, what I want them to feel is that it's about them. Like it's just you and me, and you have my full attention, and I'm going to give you the best that I can in the 2 hours, 3 hours that we're together. So that's been success to me. That's what it looks like to me. When they leave, they feel like we had a connection, because honestly, like, my clients not only come to me for my talent, it is the connection and the time that we're together. Because even for me, when I go for an appointment, it's more than just do my lashes or do my facial, do my massage. It's the energy that I feel. Mm-hmm. And that to me is priceless.
That's 100%.
That's really where I'm at in my career is I don't really care to be famous. I want to be educated, and I want to be happy with my every single day schedule, whoever's with me. And that to me is everything. That's where I'm at.
The vibes are like totally a thing, right? So yes. I don't repeat, like, if I go somewhere for a service and like, even if they did an okay job, like it looks good and whatever, if it doesn't vibe right, I never return. Yeah. And like, I'm also so loyal when I find people that I absolutely love. Yeah. And like, that's usually what I tell people when I was like, they do great work also, and then you add like personality, the socializing, the vibes in the environment, like everything is added in there. It's not just a recommendation because like, oh yeah, they're pretty good at it.
Yeah. No, it's a whole package. So,
and people will pay crazy money for a good environment and a good,
for sure. Yeah, so to me right now, my priorities, obviously, besides my career, it's my family life and just juggling 2 states, try to figure all that out.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about how you juggle that?
Oh, my God. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about 2 states. So, yeah, it's been about 2 years that I've been doing the 50-50. Half my time in California and half my time in Nevada.
And you have like twice the amount of work in California, right?
Yes, I do. So I work a lot. 2 weeks straight, double bookings, coming like, sometimes 6 days a week. So it's a lot, and I'm not going to lie, it's for the past couple months, I'm been a little burnt out into the working 2 spaces. And so right now I'm on a little pause in Nevada, not to say that I'm not going to be doing hair here anymore, but for right now, I think the right thing to do for me, my own health, is taking a break from doing hair here. I'm still going to do it in the next maybe couple months. I'm not sure. I was at a great salon here in Henderson, and I love the people, love the owner, my clients. It's been great, but I think my family right now needs a little bit more attention. So
you gotta go where the priorities are at, right? And like, what's best for you? Because if you are burnt out and you're not feeling it, and then now you're gonna continue to do people's hair, it's gonna, like, quality is just like the experience will be down.
Absolutely.
Now you're getting away from what you wanted.
No, for sure. And for me, it's like I need to be at my best in order for me to give everybody my best.
Pour back into you.
Yeah. So I think everything was suffering. Not only like my business, but like my relationship even with my husband, just being in 2 different states. So that's where we're at, like just trying to figure that out right now.
It's a lot. It was like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, right? Like back and forth. Yeah. Like, I could not imagine. I get burnt out just traveling like once a month.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's heavy. So it's a 4-hour drive each way, a 3.5, 4-hour drive.
Still,
it's quite a bit.
It takes
I do the best that I can, listen to a good podcast or, an audiobook or good music, or call a friend before they freak out. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just calling to say hi.
Have you ever just called someone, you're like, I'm about to fall asleep on this drive. Like,
you need to talk to me right now. Yeah, but
your daughters are in Cali too, right?
Yeah.
So like, families even divided up.
Yeah, we are divided. Sean, my husband, came to we met in California, but he moved here because his sons were moved here with the mom. So. Oh, okay. So when I met him, they had just moved here a month prior. So I met him like right when he was completely heartbroken from his boys being taken to another state, and at that point his visitation, they were the most ridiculous orders I've ever seen. But so our relationship started really just dating in both states. So our whole relationship has been Nevada, Cali.
That's hard.
Yeah,
that's very hard.
It was hard, especially with, my battles court-wise were over, you know, and we went into this relationship with the court orders, with the mom being in a magnitude that I can even like put my mind around. It was just so heavy. It was a lot. So
it blows my mind that people are willing to like let their ego blow a situation up when kids are involved.
Oh, for sure. And this woman, without even saying much, but has been the worst thing that's ever happened to me. The worst thing that's happened to me.
You're like, I've been divorced and it's still be worse.
And then this has been, she's been expensive. Let me just tell you, she's been an expensive mistake. And it is what it is.
That says how much you love Sean.
Yeah. Yeah, because, seriously.
It really does.
Yeah, you know, there's so many times that, you know, and he knows this. We've talked about this. You know, I've questioned even, do I even want this? Because this is not going to end. It's not going to end at 18. This woman
she's attached for life.
Yeah, yeah, and I think she is very committed to the hate that she has for him versus what's right for the boys, and that's something that I've had to come in peace with. That, you know, this is not going to get easier. If anything, it's probably going to get harder until the boys realize, like, oh, okay, I see you, Mom. We don't want to be there. We want to go with Dad. You know, until that happens, here we are.
Well, and they're still pretty young, so I mean, it's going to be a little bit.
They just turned 11 yesterday.
They're starting to see it. They're noticing. They're just not to the point where they probably react yet.
Yeah, but they will. They little things that are they're very loud that she does, and I don't have to do much. Just like let you do you, and you'll do yourself. Yeah.
You just stay like back, and you love the boys.
I just love the boys, you know, and the thing that, you know, being a step parent is something that as step parents we choose to. We don't ask for this, you know, because we have a choice at the beginning. Do I want this or not? You know, being a step parent, nobody really gives us enough credit, honestly. So if there's any step parents out there, I give you props because you're there because you want to.
Especially if you're a good step parent. Like, it takes work to do that because the kids don't look at you as a parent at first. Like, you have to build that relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not like this, like, fresh start. This is somebody invading their space.
Absolutely. And, you know, I have to have a lot of grace for kids, too, because they go from a family, you know, and they break up. So these little babies are, you know, they're heartbroken too. Yeah. They know, they're sad when they leave Mom. They're sad when they leave Dad. So now there's another person in their life. Like, well, who are you? Are you going to take my dad too? Yeah. You know, so it's been, you know, you have to really treat that relationship with a lot of care, with a lot of just grace, because, you know, I'm not trying to do anything other than take care of you and love you because you're an extension of your dad and I love your dad. So the past 6 years that I've been in their lives, you know, it's been more just, I'm here to help you. I'm here to love you. You know, I'm not here to do anything else, you know, and I think they've seen so much consistency with the way that I take care of them that they've given me that respect, and they know.
Like you said, they're really good boys.
They're good boys, yeah, for sure, and they're very loving, and, you know, I let them, you know, come to me as much as they want to, as much as they want to love me, but it's been the past couple years, you know, all on their own. They're very loving towards me, and like, well, it's all worth it for that.
They seem like they seem pretty mature for like their age, like based on like the videos that I've seen of like Sean and his son like talking.
Yeah, that's one thing about Sean. He can be a lot of things, but one of my favorite things about him is the way that he parents. He's such a good dad to those boys, and that's, I think, one of the reasons I actually fell in love with him was the way that he dads. So
an attractive quality.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
And it's a rare quality nowadays.
Yeah, especially the way that he's fought for these boys. I don't see why anybody would be so upset that they want to be in the boys' lives so badly that you want to fight it.
It's always those situations, though, right? Like, the dads that don't want to be, they fight to get them in their lives. And then you have the dads that want it, and then, like, the women just do the opposite. I don't understand it.
Well, I think it's a power thing. It's a control thing for this particular person. Yeah. You left me. You broke up with me. Thank God they were never married. But you left me, so now I'm going to punish you for the rest of your life. That's the mindset of this person, you know, and that's unfortunate because it's been now, what, they were 3 or 2 when they. So it's been like 8 years, 9 years since.
They were real young then.
Yeah, they were really young. So it's been over 8 years that they split. So at this point, just let it go, girl. Like, just let's be good co-parents, all of us. You know,
what's better for the boys?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason to fight here. And like, what do you need? Do you need money to be happy? Do you need more money? What is it?
Can we just make peace?
Yeah. I honestly, I thought I was an amazing ex-wife. I was so good.
Like, I caused no problems.
I caused no problems. You know, there was a few times I'm like, I'm pretty sure I was a little petty, but that's just part of me healing. But for the most part, I left him alone. I didn't ask for more money. I was super flexible with the schedule. You know, I mind my own business. I let him do his thing and just take care of my babes. That's when you have them. That's it.
When you were probably petty, like when you were still hurt, right?
Yeah.
But you dealt with that hurt, so it went away.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You were able to move forward, very mature.
Yeah, so now it's been, the girls, there were 3, so 17, it's been 17 years since we've been split, and obviously we have no contact now. You know, the girls are 20, but one of my daughters is getting married next May. So, you know, we've had an engagement party. That's the last time I saw him, and then I hung out with his wife when we went, you know, dress shopping, which was, you know, obviously there was nothing that was going to take my focus away from this big moment in my life, right? Yeah. So if she wanted her there, I'm okay with that, you know. So there's just been a lot of moving on, and it's just so much better for everyone. If everybody is just, it is what it is. We created these humans. Let's just enjoy them. And there's no reason to have any animosity anymore.
Well, and there's always room for multiple people in someone's life. Like,
for sure.
She will never take your spot. Never. Yeah. She can't.
Yeah.
She literally can't. No. I mean, you and your daughters all look the same. Like, she can't take that.
Yeah. No. But she can add to it.
Yes.
You know, and I the more that people that love my kids, the better.
Like, how can you be upset about that?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And they're just gonna have more, right? Because now she's getting married, so she's gonna have his family that's gonna love her just as much. Yeah. And like, it's just gonna grow, and it's a good thing.
It's a great thing. So, yeah, I mean, you know, the relationships fall apart, but you live and learn. Now we're here. Let's just move forward.
I've never understood the bad blood. Like, I get, like, I just don't want you around. Like, I'm good with that, but like, I don't have any bad blood with like anyone. Like, I don't hate you to the point where it's going to affect how I act.
I think people just get committed into the hate. They get committed into, I'm not going to like you so hard forever, so I'm going to act on it.
It's like an identity thing. Yeah. It's like people that say they're vegan and like can't stop talking about it. It's like the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. This woman is so committed to hating my husband that it's just like, it's part of who she is now. And me being, I could be 2 things. I can be super upset about this and like, and ask all the questions. Well, why are you so mad? Are you still in love with this guy? Like, did he hurt you that bad? Or is this just part of who you are now? Or I can be like, you know what? I feel bad for her. She's got something, you know? Like, I can't imagine living that life with that heaviness, you know, and that bitterness. Like, that must be so heavy. And I almost feel sorry for her. So
that stuff stops you from like benefiting from anything else in life because it takes up so much space.
Yes, I can't even imagine. So I've learned to have like, you know, grace for this woman in the midst of all the negativity. I choose that. So
it's way less stress on you if you just make peace with what is and what you can't change.
Yeah, I can't change that. And, you know, if she's committed, she's committed. And, like, you get it, girl. You hate my man.
It's all right. You're like, I'll love him and it'll all balance out.
It's fine. It's fine. Do you?
Well, I'm just glad that doesn't affect how the boys treat you.
No.
Which is good.
No, thank God for that. Because they can hear whatever they need to hear, but they see what I do for them, what I do for their dad, you know, so that's all I can do.
They at least can see through it. Because I'm sure not nice things are said. Like,
probably not.
You know what I mean? Like, to other people. Maybe not directly to them, but, like, they've heard
I'm sure.
things. And sometimes that does hit or miss with, like, how a kid interprets.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it sucks. So, on a brighter side, with your grown daughters, how is that? Like, how is kind of going into, now you got the boys, so you didn't really leave parenthood.
No.
But
not at all.
That transition from like your kids graduating and becoming adults, especially because you had 3 and they all did it at the same time.
At the same time. You know, this is where, like, you have one graduate and, you know, they leave the nest, and then you still have a couple left in the back, you know. So right now, when my daughter got engaged, she got engaged this past December, and that's when she moved out with him. So I was here in Vegas when she got all her stuff and she packed. But then a few days later, I went back to California and nobody was home. And Chloe was working. And mind you, 2 of my girls are hairstylists too. The one that's getting married.
Oh yeah, we didn't touch base on that yet either.
Yeah, they're both hairstylists now. So I got home, I walked in, and there was just this stillness that I felt, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I needed to cry. I didn't know if I needed a hug. I didn't know if I needed to leave. I didn't know what to do. I called Sean, and I was like, this house feels so empty, and I don't know what to do. And he's like, are you okay? No, I just start crying. Like, she's gone. My baby is gone. One of them is gone. And nobody prepares you for that moment, honestly, as a mom, you know, because my whole identity has been being the girl's mom. And now one of them, she doesn't really need me as much, you know, and that affects my identity, really. Yeah. So nobody prepares me.
So it was just like you just didn't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do. I just needed a process. I just kind of stood there for like 10 minutes not knowing what to do, and really in my feels, and I allowed myself to feel whatever it is I was feeling at the moment, because I didn't know what to do.
I feel like that happens too. Like a lot of like women put their whole identity in their children, and then when they leave, they're just lost
completely.
Even with you have a business, you know, you even have technically more family.
I know,
and you still felt lost, still didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's gonna happen again when, well, one of them, Julie. So I have 2 identical girls, Paris and Chloe, and then Julie, she's my fraternal. She moved out 3 years ago with her dad, her senior year, which that one was super painful because I didn't want her to leave. But she's actually moving back in after 3 years. So she's moving back in. And Chloe's still at the house. But splitting my time, obviously, you know, just not seeing them. As a mom, no matter how old they are, it still tugs at my heart. And my mom guilt is still super, it's very much alive. So learning to struggle with feeling that, and then coming here and having all these emotions has been probably one of the hardest things for me, like with this transition between 2 states, is the always being heartbroken, leaving somebody, you know, leaving my kids and then leaving my husband, leaving my kids, leaving my husband. I don't feel I belong here or there because my heart's split in 2. So it's been really hard.
It's 2 different homes, really, like, in the full.
Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard.
What so do the girls plan on staying in California? All of them?
For sure. Especially well, Paris, her, you know, boyfriend or fiance's family lives there, and they're probably gonna stay there forever. You know, and Julie, she's got a boyfriend that lives local, so she's not leaving. You know, and Chloe's single, but she's got a good career going where she's at right now. And we actually work at the same salon in California.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, so it's Chloe, and then which daughter is the other one that is a hairstylist as well? 2 of them, right?
Paris.
Okay, so Paris and Chloe, and then
Julie.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what does Julie do?
She's going to college. She just needs 1 more semester and get her associates. She is majoring in business marketing.
Interesting.
So yeah, she's going to be doing, you know, she's practicing with sisters' social media now, and like doing like their hair page.
That's actually really smart. Like, she
like,
should.
I told her, like, you can do mine too. Like, here you go, take it off my lap. Do you?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the couple videos that you do while you're in California, are those with her?
Which ones?
I don't know. I've just seen some of the outside of the salon, and I assume that wasn't here because I've been to the salon.
No. Like, actually, those were. I had a videographer do those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those were like professional guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say she was really good.
I know. Yeah. No, that guy was really good.
That's awesome. Yeah. They all kind of like
have their own
little
thing going. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Paris isn't at the same salon as you.
No, she's at another salon.
Okay.
Doing her own thing.
Very cool. Very cool. And you have 2 girls that live with you out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, first it was just, you know, Chloe by herself, so that made it even harder for me to leave. So now that Julie's back, I feel a little better, you know.
They're all doing so well.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Awesome.
You know, and honestly, I couldn't have asked for better kids. Not only are they driven, but they're kind and they're funny. And as a parent, you know, what more can you really ask for? Yeah. You know.
And they're surviving in California, which is not easy.
Yeah.
Like that's
seriously.
awesome.
Yeah.
So something else that we haven't touched base on is you're a little dog lover.
Oh my god.
You're like obsessed.
I'm obsessed. Yeah, I know. I'm obsessed with dogs. I don't know. I've always liked dogs, puppies since I can remember. If there was ever a dog, it was gonna be on my lap since I was little. So for a long time, my parents, you know, they're Hispanic, and in the Hispanic community, or growing up, dogs don't live inside. They sleep outside, you know. So in my younger years, I just wanted a puppy, and he always had to be outside, and that always broke me. So once I became a homeowner in my own terms, then I just became super obsessed. I'm that dog mom. I am.
Yeah, the Hispanic culture is very different with dogs. Very different.
Yeah, completely. They're not like here. It's like, what do you mean? You have a dress on your dog, or you have a stroller for your dog?
They put them in a purse.
Yeah, that doesn't fly with them. No.
Yeah, it's totally different. And how many? Like you have 5 dogs. Right?
No, so when I had Ace, he's my dog, and then Sean, when I met him, he had Dale, which is the Black Cocker Spaniel. So it's 2 dogs automatically. And then when Sean moved out here by himself, I kept the 2 with me. So I got him a puppy so he wouldn't be alone. We got him Brenny, a little Shih Tzu. And then for Chloe, when we knew Paris was going to move out in December, for Christmas we got her a puppy so she would have a little companion and not be home alone. So we have a total of 4 in the family. Yeah. A little crazy.
Just to add to the chaos, right?
Yeah, I was like, what's another dog? Let's just go. But yeah.
You can't go wrong with too many dogs.
No, I mean, I would have a farm if I could. I'm not going to lie. I just like animals, dogs more than humans sometimes.
I eventually want to get one that's super trained, like the scary trained.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just, things get weird. Yeah. You got protection.
Yeah. I get that.
We've always had pit bulls, but Justin wants a healer. He really wants a healer because his dad had healers. Mm-hmm. His dad's healer lived until 19.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, those are like herding dogs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're really cool dogs, but I just have this big fear of getting one just like his dad had, and it barks a lot. Not bites. It just barks a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm used to her.
She's being quiet.
The most she does is lick. And then that drives me nuts. So I'm very scared of getting that.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we'll probably end up with a healer next week, I guess. But
get a puppy.
No, it'll be shelter.
Oh, shelter dog. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're pretty stuck on just going to the shelter.
Rescue.
Yeah, that's where we got her.
That's good.
He had, when he was in college, he got his own dog. He's kind of always had dogs growing up too, which I didn't really. My mom, we had some kind of mutt when I was really young, and I think he got hit by a car or something. I don't know. It was really bad. The whole thing was bad. But I was really young, so I didn't quite understand what happened.
Yeah.
And then she bred some dogs for a little while, which I wasn't very comfortable with. So yeah, because I don't really like the whole breeding thing, which is why I'm a shelter type of person. But so so he actually got his first dog in college from a breeder, which was a full bred pit bull.
Yeah. And
he's so sweet, but dang dog had separation anxiety.
Oh no.
Oh man, did he
destroy the house?
Oh yeah, we had to get a lion cage for him because he would break out of a regular kennel.
What?
Yeah, he was bad. So
oh God.
And I loved him so much that I still talk about oh, he wasn't that bad, and then Justin will start listing off all the stuff he used to do, and I'm I guess he was.
I guess he was a little bad. He was just he really loved us.
He was just really sweet. And then she's been just easy. we got her at she was 9 months-ish, give or take.
Oh, so she was young.
She was young, and she's always been that hyper that you seen when you first came in. She's always like that with new people, or just in general if they're not her owners, I guess.
Yeah. But then she's.
And then she's like this. She might not even be in. Oh, she's in her bed.
Oh, there she is.
And that's her all day long. That's all she does. So, it's quiet.
Yeah.
The licking is it. Oh, and if she wants, she has to go potty in the middle of the night, she just stares at you. I don't know how it wakes me up every time.
Does she do this? Does she pet you?
No.
She
just stares. Doesn't touch you, nothing. Just stares. And I don't know how I feel it, but I wake up every single time.
It's a mom in you. That's the mom in you. Dog mom.
Yeah. No kids.
No real kids. Just the fur kids.
No, we got him snipped.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What? You were determined, we don't want kids. Why did you guys decide?
So neither one of us really wanted them. And then, I think the biggest thing for me, it's not necessarily that I wouldn't do it. It's just that I'd want to give a kid a better life than what I was able to have.
Yeah.
And never felt like we got to that point. And
yeah.
Now I'm 35. I don't know if I'll get to that point where I want to now.
Yeah.
So.
You're they're just, no.
Yeah. I love kids, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love playing with, especially little boys. I don't know why I connect the most with little boys around the age of 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah.
They're cute that age.
Yeah. And my nephews, oh my God. Especially Caden, he was my little buddy for the longest time, and now I don't even know how old he is now, but
not 4.
He's not 4 anymore. But no, we moved, and it's just
it happens.
Yeah, you just don't see family as much, and but yeah, I've had a lot of nieces and nephews, and they're fun. But they also go home.
Which is nice. I mean, my first love was my niece. She's now 35. No, how old is she? Oh my gosh, I think she's 34. No, she just had a baby. So she was my first love, and I always say that to her, you were my first love. No, I was 14. She's 31. But that's how I learned how to really love someone, unconditionally, was, my niece.
It is crazy the impact they have on you, because mine was, my first niece or nephew was a niece too, and we were so close. Yeah. She's she does hair now, and she's what, 19, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird. I sent her a little picture came up in my memories of her and her brother hugging. Yeah. And I sent it to her, and she's like, "Who's that kid?"
You're your brother. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Nieces or nieces and nephews are just so special. They're just an extension of you also.
It's a different place in your heart, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah. And then I have friends that have little kids and stuff. My friend Libby.
It's a cute baby.
Yeah. My friend Libby, her son's I don't know, I say I'm bad with this age thing, but I don't know, 4. Anyway, he's small. Yeah. He's so cute. We went hiking and we carried him. Justin put him on his shoulders. He's a cute little guy.
Yeah. But not for you guys.
Not for us,
And that's fine. That's totally fine.
I'd rather have the spare bedroom as a podcast.
Yeah. It works.
I have the podcast on this side, and I have my office on that side, so I can just switch.
It works. Is this your desk for office? You just move it around?
Yeah, it just goes down and up.
Oh.
And then I just literally turn I bring the chair on that side. So, very simple.
You're good. You're fine. Yeah. This works.
We just totally went on a whole random
talk
about I don't know what. Okay.
Well, you can always just edit out. Edit whatever you want.
Oh no, we're messy on purpose.
Okay. I like that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I try to. I'll edit stuff out if someone's uncomfortable with what was said.
Yeah.
Or I had somebody on that was oh, can you edit that out? I don't want them to know about my idea or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'll edit it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the random conversation.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, it was just. I don't know how I started talking about
it. I don't even know either.
Okay. Anything else you can think of? Anything that was on your Chat GPT list? Maybe Chat GPT. We could talk about that.
I mean, I love Chat GPT, honestly. It's been my best friend.
Do you use it for content?
Sometimes, but mostly I ask them the most random stuff, either for cooking or stuff like that, or I don't know, right now I'm really into saffron, the supplements, And it gives me all the things, and then like beef organ supplements for women. It's been a life changer. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of information that you can find on ChatGPT is insane.
It's amazing.
So,
and I even put my fight with Sean in here. I was like, am I wrong? He's like, no.
And they got your back.
No, ChatGPT agreed with me. I was right.
You're like, wait a minute. This just proves it.
See? I was right. You were wrong.
There's some things that, like, Justin would be like, use ChatGPT. I'm like, no, I'm not using ChatGPT for that.
You should.
But it
works.
Smart. It works.
Because it gets to know you. Every time you post something, you know, like, it just, like, which is kind of scary. AI is a little scary, but it's really helpful.
Yeah, like, I'm not intimidated by it because I feel like as long as you utilize it correctly, there's no harm. You know?
Totally.
But I literally use it all the time. We're trying to use it, so the company that I work for is trying to incorporate it more into the business, which is a money management and accounting firm.
Yeah.
And so yesterday when we got on a call, I was like, I ChatGPT'd this question, and I was like, here's what I found. And I...
Oh my God. You're like, this is what I found, and you sound super smart now.
Yeah, and I literally, like, I'll start with, like, a very detailed, like, what I want, and then, like, I'll ask questions on top of that, and it'll, like, break it down.
It's your friend, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
I think it gave me, like, a full-on, like, meal plan. It gave me a workout plan.
Yeah. It'll give you anything you
want.
And you can tell it to be a specialist in such and such, and, like, it'll give you more detail. Like, the more detailed you are in your prompt, the more detailed and more specific your prompt will be.
Your answer. Yeah. I like it.
Have you done images?
No.
I created this on there.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I haven't done that.
Yeah.
I haven't done that.
You just kind of got to play with it a little bit. Like, so I take a picture from every podcast, and I turn it into a cartoon through ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'll take a picture and turn it into a picture?
And I'll share it with you, too.
Oh, my God. Cute. See? I love that.
It's fun. I love ChatGPT.
Yeah, so it just tells me a couple of yourself, you know how to say, you know. It just tells me.
What you think? We talked single mom.
Crazy, yeah. That.
What about like yours and Sean's relationship a little more, like the whole long distance thing, because it is kind of long distance, right? Like it's divided up. It's basically what people would consider a long distance relationship because you're not there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, what are the difficulties when it comes to that relationship and kind of sustaining it? Because I know, like, you were just talking about, like, he upset you and, like, there's stuff you guys got to work on.
Yeah.
So, obviously, it's not, like, super easy, but no relationship's easy, right?
No.
Like, that stuff can come up even if you're with each other 24/7. So, like, what do you find is, like, kind of, like hardest part of not being together?
Well, I think it's, like, the everyday. You know, for him, it's very important for him. Like, he wants his wife here 100% of the time, but you know, just logistically, it just doesn't make sense at the moment. It doesn't necessarily mean that's never going to happen. But when him and I met, we met in California, and that's where we were. You know, but for him, after the boys moved here, it's always been like his goal was to be in Vegas, right? And for me, I just thought, well, I can't do that right now. My girls are still in high school. You know, maybe after they graduate, I can, you know, start transitioning over there. So we literally, when we were living together full time in California, and then when he went hard getting the custody of the boys, like splitting 50-50, that was a really heavy time in our relationship because there was so much stress on his lap because of him fighting the boys' mom. It absolutely affected our relationship, right? And so it's always been one challenge after the other. Like, after this chapter is over, then he's going to be not stressed, and then we're going to be good. And so then that happened. He got 50-50, but he had to move here. We literally got married January 3rd of 2022. He moved here on the 5th.
Wow.
So we were already engaged before he moved here. So we were engaged for about a year. In March of 2021, and then we got married in 22. So, and it was kind of like that. We weren't expecting to get married, but I think it was important to him that we kind of just solidified this, even though we're about to embark in this transition of being split. So our whole marriage has been split, and it has not been easy. Obviously, there has to be a lot of trust, and I think we both have gotten into this groove of like your life, my life, and then our life when we're together for a couple weeks, and then I feel like there has been a lot of resentment built, because he's not there with me and I'm not here with him.
Well, it feels like you're living separate lives.
Yeah, that, and it's hard. I think in any relationship, being split, it just creates like this separation, no like connection. But we've done the best we could up until this point, and we just recently we had a big blow up, and it all comes back down to like everything that's been building, because of the distance. Social media is a big issue for him, and for me it's like, well, I need to stay relevant. It's my business, and for him it's like, you're putting my wife out there, and so it's one of those things that it's a very delicate, situation, but we're trying to learn. Nobody has the answers, and this is a very different dynamic. Not everybody can handle it, and fortunately, we've been able to still be together, in the middle of all this, and still been dealing with, court stuff, and then family stuff, and kid stuff, and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, what can we learn from it and become better, So there just has to be. We've had a lot of really hard conversations, just like any marriage. Like you need to, you need to check in with each other. Like, what's going on with you? How is this making you feel? And we say all this, but till this day we haven't been very consistent. So now we have no other choice but to get there, because the distance is. We can get comfortable. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm in California, it's very comfortable for me to be. I don't have to I don't have to go home and make dinner. I don't have to do this. I can just take care of myself. It's very easy. And then I come here, it's like, boom, full blast. I need to make dinner for everyone. I need to take care of this. I need to take care of that, So it's just a balance that we have to just learn, that eventually we have to be together.
Well, it doesn't help either, too, when you have hurdle after hurdle after hurdle, because now you, like, think you're in the clear, and then there's another one, and it just kind of shows you. And I feel like that happens no matter what. It's just whether you identify it as a hurdle or not.
Yeah.
But, like, being able to navigate and work through things as you hit those hurdles really does show strength in a relationship, and, like, the communication and the hard conversations. Yeah. That it's strength in the relationship. Yeah. Something I've always struggled with was, like, the hard conversations well, not anymore. Now I'm the queen bee of it. Yeah. But like when I growing up, like I was very very sheltered, I guess. Not sheltered, that's the wrong word. Very kind of in my, like, I kept everything kind of in, right? Yeah. Like, you never expressed anything, never felt like I could. And so, like, having those conversations, and then he's like, we need to talk right now, because that's what his mom did. Like, it was the complete opposite, like, polar opposite. And that was, like, probably our biggest hurdle.
Yeah. Do you tend to shut down?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not anymore, but, like, before. Sometimes I just need to, like, be able to, because my brain works, like, very, very, like,
fast
and scattered. Yeah. So, like, processing something sometimes takes me a little bit. Like, I have to, like, sit down and really think about the million different thoughts that are going through my head before I express it, because if I express it now, when I'm mad, it's not a good.
Probably not the best time.
No.
Yeah. And learning to walk away from that, knowing, and for him to learn you and respecting that space. It's like, let's just come together when we're in a better headspace.
Yeah, and he might come to his conclusion faster, which is like something that we both need to be patient on, right? Like, I need to be patient on the fact that, like, he's ready, and I know he's waiting, and then he needs to be patient on the fact that, like, I'm just not ready yet. Yeah. But, like, those are, like, hurdles in any relationship, right? But then now you have, like, the extra stuff. So you had, like, him dealing with the custody battle, and then the distance, which has been there almost the entire time, which is crazy.
I know.
And that makes it really hard. And, like, you guys are...
We have been through a lot, It's been a lot of things. I mean, from the beginning, like, when Sean and I met, I was just fresh out of a relationship, and so was he, a couple months. So... when we met, we really, if we look back, like, we had no business dating anyone. He should have just taken some time, and I should have taken some time, but we met, and here we are. We met, we dated for a couple months, and then he called it quits.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he got back with his ex-girlfriend. Not his kid's mom, but an ex-girlfriend that he had.
Not that one.
Not that one. He had a girlfriend for a couple of years, but yeah, he got back with her for, I don't know, I think it was like 5 months. So when he called it quits, it was the best thing for me, honestly, because I still wasn't really over my ex-boyfriend. And then to top this one off, I just felt these emotions. And at that time, I did a complete reset on myself. Like, I stopped drinking. I started going to the gym like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was going to sleep like at 7:30 p.m. I was meditating. I was really working with a spiritual guide. And I was in such a good place in my life, And from time to time, I would think about him. And that's how I knew I wasn't over him. I was just so disappointed. Like, man, I really saw something with this guy. But whatever, we never said I love you to each other or anything like that. And it wasn't until like 5 months later, I remember vividly, I was with one of my girlfriends and we were getting ready to go out and we were having some champagne in their bathroom, and then I saw my phone and I saw Sean P. I was like, what? And she's like, I just showed her my phone, and she looked at me like with these eyes wide open. I'm like, I don't even want to open that right now because he's about to fuck up my peace. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, all this work that I just did, this guy's about to just like mess it all up for me. So I'm like, no, he didn't. So I opened it like an hour later, and it was just more like an apology, and he wasn't expecting me to text him back or anything. That night, I was just like, he just ruined my life. Not my life, my night. He just ruined my night because now I'm thinking about him. So anyway, fast forward, we ended up, reconnecting, and it was like March of 2020. After like I started, and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna maybe start dating. We can actually do the things that I thought we were gonna do round 1, and then COVID hit. Everything was shut down. I'm like, okay, so we're not dating. We're just gonna be stuck at home, getting to know each other all over again. And so we went in a very difficult time, a very stressful time, and the battle started with his kid's mom, even more so because she was keeping them away from him during COVID. Oh. And then we were coming down to Vegas every other weekend, with my kids and then his kids, and it's never been easy. And then he started working for this company, building this company up, and fast forward, there were friends, and they did him wrong, so we went into a lawsuit with these people. And so that was like another hurdle.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we were going through custody, going through a lawsuit, and then we got engaged, and then he moved to Vegas, and the distance, and financially trying to find his space here in Vegas, and yeah. So here we are. 6 years later, going strong-ish. Strong-ish. But like at the end of the day, like we love each other, and if it's not going to be with him, it's going to be with somebody else. And we have so much invested, not only with each other, with our family, with just history, and we asked ourselves, like, could we be without each other? Of course we can, but we don't want to. So
if you don't want to, it's still worth fighting for.
So that's where we are.
What are some things that you guys are gonna try to do to like make things better?
Well, this time around, because we decided that chapter is completely closed. We closed that. That door is done. So for moving forward, where do we go from here? Because we can't go back. So What are we doing now? So one of the biggest things is like knowing that we're 100% in on each other. Because like I feel like we're both kind of like, well, we always have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of check-ins. We get told we need to schedule a check-in with each other, and do maintenance work. Just like with anything, you need maintenance. Just like with a friendship, you need to make phone calls. You need to see each other. Maybe not all the time, but a phone call here and there or whatever. Just the same thing with marriage. And
I think that like scheduling date nights should be a requirement for any relationship.
For sure.
Not even just marriage. Any
date night. It can be breakfast. It can be a walk. It can be coffee.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, just this, like what's going on with you. What have I done this week that made you happy? What have I done this week that made you upset? I don't know.
You put your phone away and you just talk.
Yes. Yeah. And we both see the value in that, and we'll see where it goes. Honestly, like, just with anything.
Yeah.
Just with anything. Just with a career, with a relationship, with a friendship, with any relationship, it's going to take work to make that stay healthy.
Yeah.
So.
It's all work.
Yeah.
Any of it.
Yeah.
And then you just got it. Like, you have the people that are willing to put in the work,
Mm-hmm.
which typically have the fitness foundation.
Yes, I'm going to say that too. Yeah, that's true.
But, like, you have the people that will put in the work, and if you're willing to put in the work, it's most likely going to work out.
Yeah.
It might take a little while, but it's most likely to work out. And then the people that give up and they stay in the situations because they just kind of settle for what it is, like, they're just going to be living in misery.
Yeah, and I can't imagine my life like that.
No.
Ever. I can't imagine settling. I can't imagine not living at our full potential, because I can be honest and be like, I probably wasn't the best wife. You know, I was there, but I was probably not the best wife. And, you know, and same with him. Like, you were there, not the best husband that I know that you can be. You know, and I think we have these potentials. Like, we see potential in that other person. Like, what is it in me that is blocking you from being that person? Because you know it's there, I know it's there. You know, and vice versa. So.
Well, and maybe even just asking them, like, do you want to be that person?
Yeah.
Because some people just don't.
Yeah.
And you have to realize that too, because if you sit here and you look at this person and you're like, you have so much potential to do this, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah, if you don't want to do that,
you're wasting your energy and time in that person.
Yeah. And then when there's two people willing and wanting to do that, you know, and I think it was just a lack of care and a lack of really putting each other first and making a priority, you know, and because there's so much noise going on between us. There's so much, like, him building his business, me taking care of my business, my kids, his business, his kids, like, baby mama drama constantly, you know. So it's so many things that pulling at us, and that we have to realize that the devil's going to try to come in and break anything that's good. So what are we going to do to protect that? So,
and life's never going to stop throwing things at you.
No, it never is. So we'll see. You know, we have a very different relationship than most married couples do. Mm-hmm. So we just, like, we don't know how to do this either. This is our first time.
Nobody knows how to tell you how to do it.
Exactly. So we're just kind of winging it. We're really just winging life and
take it one step at a time.
Yeah, one day at a time, because at the end of the day, the only thing that we know for sure is that we want to be together. You know, but unfortunately, like, times right now, it's just not possible. It's not possible for me to drop my career that I've been building for 15 years in California. I am not willing to do that yet. You know, so here we are.
And I mean, that's a lot too, because, like, as a hairstylist, like, you take a lot of time to find the right clients, especially when you now have, like, a niche and, like, a type of person that you want to service. And then now you built that up. I mean, you're crazy busy out there. I mean, I see you post, like, there's an availability. Nope, gone. Like, it's crazy how busy you are out there. And, like, it takes a long time to build that, and you're starting from scratch here, you know? Like, you have a good base, but, like, it's not what you have in California. So how do you leave that?
Yeah.
It's been your baby since your kids were babies.
Yeah, and it's one of those careers that you can't just get transferred and just start getting paid the same you were getting paid in another state. Just doesn't work that way, you know. And he understands that. He's also, you know, self-employed, so he knows how it is to build from nothing, really.
And he did that moving here.
And he was even worse, because he didn't know anybody. He didn't know anyone. He just knew exactly what he wanted to do. He didn't want to do real estate. He knew he wanted to be in the finance and, like, and hard money. He wanted to do loans in that aspect, and then continue doing that, you know, in that realm. And he didn't settle for anything other than that, you know. So, I mean, I've supported that.
You're both very, very focused on what you want, and if you want the relationship to work, it's gonna work.
Yeah. So
it's just navigating through the mess.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So here we are. See what happens.
So anyone listening, your relationship probably isn't that bad.
Yeah. The relationship is not bad.
Just talk.
Yeah. I mean, there's just communication. A lot of connection, physical touch, and a lot of date nights. That's important to me.
It's very important. We try to do one. We were doing, like, weekly ones for a while.
Yeah.
But we try to at least do once a month where we, like, actually get out of the house.
Yeah.
because I count date night as like if we both put like phones and computers away and we just sit on the couch and watch something together, like I count that as a date night.
Yeah.
Because to me it's still quality time. It's when you put that away and you actually give your time to somebody.
To somebody else.
That's what you need.
Without any distractions.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it can be distracted. It can be talking to you and, like, something comes in and, like, my focus is here now.
Yeah. Easily.
So, yeah.
And we're full of distractions now, right? Like, if it's not just people texting and calling now. It's social media notifications. You get notifications on all these merch apps. Like, there's so many different things that can distract you from, like, those present moments that you should be in.
Totally. Yeah. So, yeah, the other day he put it on airplane mode. He's like, I'm going to put this down and, you know, just have a conversation.
I appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like that means something. That's a type of, you know, love. That's given.
Yeah, I'm showing you some love right now. Especially these days, you know. Just social media it can be so beneficial, but it can also be a silent killer. Mm-hmm. So, it's a very delicate sitch.
I always feel bad when I'm like editing a video or something stupid and like he's like talking and I'm not really listening.
Yeah, I know. I'm here, but not really.
Yeah. I'm responding. I don't know what I'm responding to.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep.
But it's so easy to get caught up in that stuff. Yeah. And like it doesn't even have to be like a love relationship. You can do that like the relationship you have with your kids, with friends. Like, I mean, I could be sitting here answering emails while we're doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
totally.
There's so many different things that can pull you in different directions, and it's a choice to like give that time
to someone. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think we covered all the bases. What do you think?
I think so too.
I think we gave some good advice. Whether anyone else thinks it's good or not, I think it's good.
It's good advice. Listen to me, I know the ways.
And apologies and non-apologies, you know. Like we covered it all.
COVID.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We talked about COVID.
Well, we might have another one when politics ramp up again.
Oh man,
I think we might.
I'm a little scared
because I don't care if someone hates me or blocks me, so we can talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I'm to that point. Everybody knows like what side I'm on, you know, and I'm okay with that. I have no regrets on my vote. You know, I'm a little disappointed with a lot of the choices lately, but at the end of the day, I still believe and I have faith that he's doing the best he can for us.
I also look at it too, like it's been such a mess. Like there's so many things. How do you even fix it in a four term?
I think you need more time.
Yeah, they only get so much time, and he had his 4 years broken up into like 2.
Yeah.
Like there's crap that made things worse after it made it a little better.
Rewind.
Yeah. So unless we continue on the path with the right people, which is probably going to be JD Vance.
I hope so.
Which I guess.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, he's fine.
As long as it's not Gavin Newsom.
I might just move out of the country if that's the case. But I'm hoping that we have people that are smarter than that.
Yeah, me too. Give us more options. Like last options, Kamala, really? That's our option?
Oh no, that
was ridiculous.
That didn't even give you an option.
No.
That's why it was a landslide.
Yeah, that was like, who would vote for one like that? I don't even want to get into it. But
can't even talk.
No, I just cannot. All this word
There's also a lot of other things that I think a lot of feminists wouldn't like me to say, but
yeah, and just there's so much no to the things that they were aiming for that was not important to.
We weren't nailing the like what your average person, because when you look at it, like the poor were still poor, right? Mm-hmm. Like our lower class. The rich were still rich. It was the middle class that was getting messed with, and they weren't even touching base on the middle class.
Yeah. And honestly, like, the whole thing with they, them, all this stuff, don't even get me started. Just, like, the whole sexuality part is, like, that I had to respect what they thought or they wanted us to conform to. When I see, it's like, you're telling me pink is red? No, it's pink. But they wanted me to say certain things. I'm not gonna participate in that.
No.
It's boy girl, the end, and that's that.
Or like just in general, like don't tell me how to say things.
Mm-hmm.
I live in a free country, so I'm gonna say it how I want. And why do you get to dictate how and when I say things?
And if I don't say it, you're gonna get offended? No, I'm offended that you think that I should do that.
I'm offended that you're a baby.
Yeah.
And just go away.
Yeah. I just cannot. I just can't.
So, before we go on a rampage, we'll.
I know. Don't even. Yeah, we're gonna go on.
Well, we'll do this a different one.
Yeah. Sheesh.
We can really dive in. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. This is fun.
We're going to do it again for sure.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
down. I'll give you
a
review of what's happened in the past 6 months or something.
Yeah. We can just pick a random topic too and talk about it because clearly we can talk about any topic.
Anything.
Yeah. So I'm going to be like, ooh, I have something I really want to talk about. You want to come back on?
Yes. Yes. So you're going to be competing soon, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm working on that. I need to work on my posing because I'm a big slacker on that.
Okay.
I'm just really awkward. And heels. But
it's hard to walk in heels. I retired mine. It's all about the wedge. I cannot do heels.
Have you ever done competing before? No.
My daughter did. She did 3 years ago. She competed in a natural NPC, whatever it was. I forgot what its name. But yeah, she was for the teenage category.
Yeah.
She won.
That's awesome.
She did really good. She looked amazing. I mean, for a young girl to do that, I gave her all the props. I could not believe that she would do that.
It takes discipline.
It takes a lot. Yeah, and for me, like, I love that world as a spectator. Like, I love like following all these bikini models. Like,
they're motivating.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I learned so much from them. They look amazing. But they obviously, like, I'm so judgy of them when they're on stage that I can never do that for myself because I know I'm going to be judged, and I don't want that.
And everyone. It's not even the judges. It's everyone.
Everybody will judge me, and I'm like, I don't want any of that. I just want to look good naked. The end, and that's it.
I just needed a new challenge.
No, for sure. And I think it's amazing. I am so looking forward to watching you compete in your journey.
It's going to be a lot of work, but
it'll be worth it.
I put up a calendar over there that has like when I'm cutting, when I'm going to gain again, and I'm going to do about 2 more gain phases and see where I'm at, and then hopefully I'm ready.
Nice. So what's your goal? What month?
So the goal would be probably next summer.
Okay. So you have time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I just got to get my posing in check.
Yeah.
But
do you know which competition you want to be in?
Not yet. Well, I know it'll be bikini, but
yeah, like muscle contest or any of those like.
Just the bikini, I think, to start. I don't know beyond that because I don't think I'll put on enough muscle to even be able to like do wellness or anything. Okay. And I definitely will never go as far as bodybuilding because I don't want to do drugs like that. So
you still want to look. Sorry, but you still kind of want to look feminine.
Yeah, I get it. I give it to people that do it because it's hard work. It's not just drugs, but there's a lot of risk for women doing drugs. And again, I want to look feminine.
Yeah, exactly. I think wellness looks amazing. Bikini's like obviously my favorite, but
yeah, I think wellness is kind of like my peak point. Like I think I would never want to be any bigger than that.
No, I think that's about it.
Yeah. And I don't even know if I'd want to do it again afterwards. I just want to try it. You know what I mean? Like if I
challenge yourself, I can do this, and then just continue.
Yeah, if I like it, do it again. If not, it was fun.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
Well, I look forward to watching that. It's gonna be exciting.
All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.